he's quite a boy. You know, he wouldn't leave until you got home.
Maybe I should have stayed home altogether.
Oh, I thought you'd enjoy being back at work.
So did I. Oh, there are problems, of course. There always are, but well, somehow it's not enough anymore. Maybe it never was.
Then why not give it up?
It'd really make a few people very happy, wouldn't it?
No, I'm serious, Joan. You've put in years in the prison service. You don't have to prove anything to anyone.
What would I do?
Well, for one thing, you could make a real home for Shane in Forbes with me.
Where did this come from?
Oh, I'm not sure. I think someone left it at the gate.
Well, from the way it's addressed, it's hardly personal. Perhaps I'd better open it. Anything important?
That's all right, love. I don't mind waiting.
Don't believe it.
Plan to go and ask your wife in, then?
Please don't hurt her, bitch! Sold me out. Rebecca, I had to. I wanted you to live. I want you dead, mother.
Well, I think the real estate pages would describe this as functionally compact.
It's all I need. Doris, what do you want?
I'll have a gin if that's all right.
That's not what I meant.
Well, this is all very cosy, Dennis, but why'd you leave the old place? It was far more spacious.
Too many memories.
Oh, dear, there's that look on your face. Look, love, I know I shouldn't have just blown in like this, but, well, I have memories too. I just wanted to have a chat. You don't really mind, do you?
How's Jerry?
Who?
Oh, come on, don't be coy. Jerry, my ex-boss, the one you ran off with.
I've no idea. I left him ages ago.
No, you left him.
Yes, he turned out to be quite a bore. Well, will you look at this? Candles and everything. Must be someone special.
Aye. Look, it was nice of you to drop in, but I think you better...
Leave? Oh, come on, love. I won't embarrass you. In fact, I tell you what, why don't I throw on an apron and pretend to be the hired help?
Oh, Dory, don't be
so...
Doris!
You can introduce me.
I don't play games, especially with my friends. And that's what she is, a very good friend.
And I'm your wife.
Yeah, well, it's a bit late to be remembering that, isn't it? Now tell me what you want, and then you better go.
All right. I want to come back, Dennis. Well, not to this place, of course. But I want you to take me back. I want to be Mrs. Dennis Cruikshank again. 6 claps.
You can't have 6. It has to be 7.
How am I supposed to? I've only got...
Don't tell us. Well, I can't. I haven't got enough.
Well, then pass.
It's okay, Judy. I'll take my bid back if you like.
Oh, thanks, love. 6 clubs.
Got room for another one? We're playing partners.
Oh, we can always play dummy hand.
Yeah, we're playing 4 dummy hands, aren't we? Have my place. I'm going to write a letter.
I think she's upset about that Wentworth being captured.
Hey, you don't reckon they're going to send her back here, do you, Myra?
No way. She'll go straight to Blackmore.
Good. What about Reb?
Oh, same thing if she's lucky.
Lucky. I thought Blackmore was worse than here.
Not if the freak's after you, love.
Yeah, if they send her back here, I reckon the freak would kill her.
Is that what Judy was talking about?
Yes. Now, are we playing cards or not?
Sorry, darling. I'm going to see if she's okay.
Myra? Don't say anything about your daughter, will you? Judy might think I told you.
Okay, what about it?
Well, I'm sure she didn't mean it. I think she's just mad about you coming back as top dog again. Well, that's what she said anyway.
No, love, she wouldn't say that.
Oh, no. She was very definite. She said that you had no right to escape and leave the women with all the trouble that they had. Especially for Kay. Something about her being a junkie.
Yeah, but... No, Judy wouldn't say that. You must have misunderstood. We've been friends for too long.
Oh, yeah, that's what I thought. But don't say anything, will you?
No. Of course not.
No postmark.
Apparently it was hand-delivered.
To reception?
Well, we're not sure. No one can remember seeing anyone. Well, Greg was on the gate this afternoon, so he could have taken it, but I haven't been able to contact him.
Well, there's not much we can do until we check with him, is there?
Well, you are going to call the police.
No.
But, Anne, you'll have to.
Meg, how many threatening letters have there been in the last month?
Oh, about 5, I suppose, but this one's different. They've gone to so much trouble to cut all the letters out.
Different. I still don't think that this is any reason to panic.
Well, I'm not panicking. It's just that I'm
Meg, I
concerned.
didn't mean that. All I'm saying is that the others didn't come to anything. This one might fizzle out the same way. If it doesn't, we'll call the police. All right.
All right. I just wish I knew how you could take it so calmly.
Oh, believe me, I'm not. I was going to have a brandy as soon as you left. It'd be nice if you joined me, though.
Oh, I'd love one. And remind me never to accept the governorship, will you? I just don't think I've got the nervous system for it.
Talk you into a coffee? Not much sugar, but I think it should be okay.
No, thank you. I'd like to finish this letter before lights out.
Writing to Laurie, give him my love, will you?
Look, I came in here for some privacy. I didn't come in here for a chat.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, Jude, but that's exactly what we're going to have.
Oh, like hell we are.
Oh, for God's sake, Jude, what is the matter with you? Oh, come on, love, I'm your friend. Maybe I can help.
Friend, is it? Oh, well, you better do something about that, because people find out you're playing around with a lesbian, you could get in big trouble.
So that's it, is it? You're upset about what Lou said
It has
in the
nothing to do with what Lou said.
Well, what is it? Oh, Jude. I didn't want to say this, but it's Angel, isn't it? Come on, Jude, I've got eyes. I look at her, and I see Pixie.
What?
I know how you felt about her. Listen, Jude.
No, Myra, you listen. Yes, I do care for Pixie. I know that. You know that. Everybody knows that except Pixie. And would you like to know why I never told her? I care about her. I'm not a sex maniac. I'm a lesbian. There is a difference, you know that?
Jude, I'm not
anyway,
saying...
who are you to come in here and tell me how to run my life? What makes you such an expert?
Come on, Jude.
You've murdered your husband. Your daughter's a drug addict.
Jude.
That makes you... Shut up! Yeah, I'll shut up. You're top dog. I'll do anything you say.
That's it, isn't it? I'm top dog and you're not.
You wouldn't have a clue, Myra. Get out!
Please, love, just listen to me.
I like the way you listened to me when you walked out.
You don't have to tell me what a bitch I've been, I know. And I'm sorry. It sounds inadequate, but there's no other way of saying it. If you want me to suffer, all right, I'll...
Give over. Do you think I'm the type who wants revenge?
No, but I think you're the type who'd like to be a father. I know I wouldn't have a baby before, love, but... Well, I think I've grown up now. I've played my selfish little game. And I want a child. Your child.
God, you're amazing. I have to give you points for trying.
I have to, Dennis. I've made a stupid fool of myself, and now I want to make up for it. I love you, just as I did when I took my vows. I can't deny my chapel upbringings. I tried, but I didn't succeed. We both know divorce is wrong, don't we?
Look, that'll be Heather. You have to go.
All right, love, I'll go, but please think about it.
I guess I'm late, aren't I? I suppose everything's bent to a crisp.
No, not...
I'm sorry, I didn't see.
Heather, this is Doris.
Hello, Eva.
Hi.
She's very pretty, Dennis.
Bye, Doris.
Bye, love.
That'll teach me to be late, won't it?
How do you mean?
Oh, I'm late for a few seconds and there's your ex-wife trying to get you back. She's very pretty, Dennis. Real hearts and flower stuff, eh?
Yeah, well, it isn't ex-wife, it's wife. We're still married.
You told me you were...
I know I told you I was divorced. But she said she was going to start proceedings quite soon, and, well, I suppose I'd gotten used to the idea. I wasn't lying to you, Heath. Believe me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Extra dry, semi-sweet. Honestly, I've never seen 70 sherries. I thought old Charlie Caslake had a good selection up at Forbes, but this local chap's got them from all over the world. Anyway, let's see what this one's like. Joan.
Oh, thank you.
Guess I must have been talking to myself.
I'm sorry, Father. I was thinking.
A brown study, eh? I find myself doing that a lot these days.
Father, tell me about Forbes. Is it a good place to bring up a young boy?
I couldn't think of a better place. It's got everything. Good schools, sports clubs, fishing, town life, country life. It's perfect.
Good. That's all I wanted to know.
Of course, the lifestyle's a little slower, but that's what's so attractive about it.
You don't have to sell me any more. I've made up my mind. We're coming with you.
We?
Shane and me.
What about Wentworth?
It can do without me. I don't like their methods and they don't like mine. It's been me against them since the beginning, and that gets very lonely. And frankly, Father, I'm tired of being lonely.
Good. You know how I feel about it. I couldn't be happier. We might not be able to afford the best sherry, though.
Oh, you won't have to support me. I've thought of that too. You see, I've always wanted to open a bookshop, and that is something we can both do.
Ferguson's for fine books. I like it. Like it, I love it. Let's do it as soon as you get custody.
Yeah, well, I have to sell up here first, and there are a few things I have to clean up at Wentworth first. Yes. I couldn't leave without doing that.
Hey, don't put those there. I just cleaned that.
Well, the cups are clean.
Yes, I know, but you put rings all over the table and... Oh, my God. It sounds like we're an old married couple already.
I wish we were.
Dinner was really lovely, Dennis, thank you. But I better get going soon.
No, don't go, please. I need to talk. Come on, let's sit down.
But we've been talking since Doris left. And to be honest, you haven't made any sense at all. I think you're mixed up. I don't think you know what you want.
I want you.
That's good, because I want you too. But we've got a problem. The problem is Doris. Don't you think you better do something about that first?
No, that's what I want to talk about.
No, I think you want me to make up your mind for you. Can't do that.
I don't. It's just from my neck of the woods, divorce is about the worst thing that can happen to a couple.
And having kids is the best?
Oh, don't joke, Ed. Just the way I was brought up.
Yeah, I was brought up the same way. I'm just not ready for the nappy brigade yet. I don't think I ever will be.
Oh, come on.
No, I'm not prepared to commit myself to that sort of responsibility. Even though our Dory is very clever at knowing what you want. I'm sorry, Den, it's your decision. You've got to make it. Looks like Doris has left you holding the baby.
Of course, I'd rather keep our remand prisoners separate, but unfortunately we don't have the staff or facilities.
I understand that, Mrs. Reynolds, but well, could I possibly share with Rebecca when she comes out of hospital?
She's already here in our prison hospital. Fortunately, the bleeding wasn't too serious.
But it was. It was all over her pillow.
According to the doctor, that came from some small scar tissue on the lung. All she needs is rest.
My God. Then none of this need have happened.
Mrs. Morris, would you take Kean back now?
Could I see her, please?
No, I'm afraid not.
But I must. I have to explain why I called the police.
Mrs. Kean, it's got nothing to do with me. Rebecca's made it very clear that she doesn't want to see you. I have to respect that wish.
Oh, damn. Made a right old mess of that.
What?
I just transferred Judy Bryant to the kitchen, but according to this, Young and Murray are there, and there's no way I can juggle it around.
So she's got to go back to the laundry, so what's the big deal?
No, it's no big deal. It's just she was a bit upset, and I didn't want to... Look, what's the matter?
I've just been talking to Joyce Barry.
Oh.
Why the hell didn't you tell me you had to front the union today?
I didn't want to worry you.
I'm not worried. I'm angry.
Oh, well, you knew it had to happen.
No, I didn't. I thought maybe they'd use their...
Oh, don't be stupid, Heather. I crossed the picket line. No union in the world is going to let you get away with that.
Fine.
Oh, look. I'm sorry, Heath. I didn't mean to yell at you. What with Doris last night, now this thing today, I didn't get much sleep.
Yeah, me too. I was going to say I should have stayed, but I didn't know about this morning, did I? The little Yorkshire pudding didn't tell me.
No, you did the right thing. I had to make a decision, and I had to make it on my own.
And did you make the decision on me?
room. Yes, she is.
Yeah. Joan Ferguson? Oh, yes, just a minute. Do you mind? This is rather personal.
No, I understood. I was going to reception anyway.
Cynthia, very good of you to return my call. No, I didn't want to ring you at Blackmore. This is rather personal. I want you to have a talk with a new arrival there. Winter. Mari Winter.
Joyce said you wanted to see me.
Yes, Meg. Inspector Rouse will be out here this afternoon to talk to you and Greg. I thought I'd better warn you.
You've changed your mind about the note.
Yes, your first reaction was right. It has been carefully planned. It was delivered at the front gate by a boy of 12.
Oh, well, if it's only a child, I think we may as well forget.
Children don't go to that much trouble. They use the phone. They want the immediate reaction.
See what you mean. Well, I'm glad you've called the police. Now, is there anything else you want to see me about?
Oh, yes, you better tell reception Barbara Krantz will be here this afternoon.
Krantz?
The super-duper PR lady that the department's hired to promote the marathon.
Oh.
I'm really not in the mood for her.
So I don't blame you. The department's really taking this marathon seriously, aren't they? I mean, have you seen the tape recorder they've sent in for the women? I mean, it must have cost them a fortune. What is it? An eye for an eye. You for a loved one.
At least this one has a postmark. Typewritten envelope addressed to me. Outside, Miss Ferguson, have you checked the door?
Mrs. Reynolds, there's no need.
What do you mean?
Well, I've checked. There's no fire.
And I've just contacted the other blocks. Looks like a false alarm.
Miss Rogers, will you get that thing turned off? And call the fire brigade, say we're sorry, but the alarm system's playing up again.
There's nothing wrong with the system. It's been got out.
Are you sure?
The alarm unit in the Shablook corridor.
You heard Mr. Cruikshank? Now, who set that alarm off? Well? Right, you've lost buyout privilege until further notice. Oh, and if there's any more trouble, you lose the marathon as well. Oh, Mr. Cruikshank, get them back to the rec room, would you?
Oh. Come on.
Pull a stunt like that.
Yeah, I know. Still, I suppose it was harmless enough, though.
Harmless be bugging. I'm a sick woman. Heaven knows what a shock like that might have done to me.
There's going to be trouble when I find out. Do you hear me, Marlene?
It wasn't me. I know I like a gag now and then, but it wasn't me.
Hi. When'd you get in? A while ago. I've just been sitting here.
What are you in for?
Rabbit.
Trying to be friendly?
Oh, her love, just tell us your name. Anything else is up to you. See, thank you. My name's Deirdre. Hi, I'm Myra Desmond.
Yeah, she's the top dog, so you better be nice to her. Oh, yeah, and I'm Marlene. How come you're just sitting here with the fire alarm making all that racket?
I didn't know it was the fire alarm. Thank you.
Bet it was a hoot down maternity. I bet Reb probably broke the 4-minute mile getting out of the hospital, eh?
Rebecca Kean, is she all right? What's happened?
I tell you something, I bet you forgot about a broken rib.
Shut up and tell me what's happened. Hey, come on, Deirdre, what's up?
Don't go yelling at me, stupid, because... You know who this is, don't you? This is the bitch that dobbed Reb in. This is her old lady.
She was dying. I had to.
Okay, cut it out. Oh, hell, she's worse than a lagger.
I usually only say it once, Francis. The rest of you can drop the tough act, too. Since when did Reb have so many loyal supporters?
Well, bugger off. Come on, it's grub time.
You better stick with me. Come on.
Dot,
What the hell are you on about? I want me meal.
well, I'm sorry, Dot. I just didn't want you to think I was saying nasty things about you, too. I know you saw Marlene talking
Marlene,
to...
what nasty things? What are you talking about?
It doesn't matter. Come on, let's join the others.
No. What you say?
Well, the more I think about it, the sillier I feel. Something about you being a liar and crawling to the screws. Oh, it was a joke. Oh, I wish I hadn't said anything now. I'm sorry, Dot.
No. I'm glad you did.
There she is. Who said she was waiting in a cell for Meals on Wheels? That went over like a lead balloon. This a private payment?
Matter of fact, it is, love, you know.
Fair enough. On you, Ronnie. It's your lucky day, and first prize is lunch with the scintillating Miss Marlene Warren.
At least she keeps our mind off the food. And she's invaluable. It's terrible, isn't it? You get used to it. Do you really think Reb's going to forgive and forget? No, not straight away. She still thinks I only helped her for the money. Yeah, so do a lot of other people. From what you've told me, you wouldn't win Mother of the Year. I know. If only I could make it up to her. If only I could let her know how I really feel. Oh, I think you've already done that. I mean, you must have realised you'd end up here when you called the police. Yes. How do I convince her, Becca?
Funny thing is, that special diet of hers hasn't sweetened her up any.
Don't you speak about me like that, you cheeky little bugger.
Look, joke, Joyce, all right?
Well, you can just stick it. I'm sick to death of you and your smart aleck jokes. All you do is hurt people. And do you know what I think? I think you enjoy it.
Oh, come off it, Dot!
If your parents only knew what a cheeky, backstabbing little bitch they
Hey, what's all this? Come on and settle down, Dot.
I think we're just having a joke, Mr. Cruikshank.
Like hell I am. Don't you come near me, you little... Oh!
Josh!
Adams? On a diet, are we? Missing lunch today?
Couldn't be bothered rushing, that's all. Anyway, the food will still be there, unfortunately.
Just a minute. Don't you walk away from me.
Let go!
Watch it, Adams. You haven't got your friends to look after you now. What the hell do you think you're doing?
Trying to get away from you, Miss Ferguson. And you let me go. Do it or I'll scream rape.
Oh, get on the queue, Adams. That's been tried before, and I'm still here.
Well, I don't try, Ferguson. I do. I'm different. And do you want to know why? It's because people believe me. I mean, it's awfully nice of them. And I suppose I could take advantage of them, because I wouldn't. You believe me, don't you, Miss Ferguson? Well, I guess I better go and mend this. You owe me, Ferguson. I missed out on lunch.
The personal touch. That's what I'm after. I want photos of her, lots of them, where she eats, sleeps, plays. Oh, especially where she sleeps. I believe the cells are rather cramped.
No, actually, they're quite spacious, and we call them dormitories.
You may call them dormitories, Mrs. Reynolds. I call them cells. I have to keep the public happy.
All right, but I don't think the department will
Well,
like it very
if the
much.
truth is, if they see an expatriate American living in the lap of luxury, they're going to wonder where their tax money is going to. But if they see a grandmother standing by the bars of a cell with tears in her eyes. Come in!
In.
Oh, Mrs. Reynolds Bryant's outside.
Oh, well, if she wants to see me, I'd
No, I sent for her. Come in. Mrs. Bryant.
Miss...
Krantz.
Huh? Oh, no, I'm not Mrs. Bryant. I'm Miss Bryant.
Oh. Well, that's a bit of a no-no.
Huh?
Oh, well, never mind. We'll jump that hurdle when we get to it. Now, you come over here and sit down, because you are going to be a very busy granny.
Oh, well, I'd better oil my rocking chair in that case, hadn't I?
Oh, good. We could use that for the television interview. That's in half an hour, by the way, Mrs.
Half
Reynolds.
an hour? I can't get the rest of the women ready in that time.
What women? I only need Mrs... Miss Bryant.
Yeah, but I don't mean to step on any toes here, but there are a lot of women involved in this project.
It really is a team effort, Miss Krantz.
The personal touch, Mrs. Reynolds. You don't get sympathy for a team. You get sympathy for an individual.
Yeah, but it was Marlene and Myra's idea in the first place.
Well, we might get to them later. Perhaps when the children from the deaf school visit. Oh, well, maybe not. Look, the important thing now is you and that poor little deaf granddaughter of yours.
Grandson.
Whatever. Now, you're Miss...
Barry, Mrs.
Oh, good, super. Now, I want you to take this grandmother here, and I want you to tizzy her up, make her a really sproncy grandmother. Off you go, new licky and
Mrs.
blouse.
Reynolds. Leave it with me, Judy. Go on.
It's not exactly what I imagined, but I think it'll work.
Dragging the chain a bit, aren't you, Dot? Do you want some help?
No, I don't. And if you think you can do better here...
Dot?
What the hell is the matter with you? You've been like a bear with a sore head since lunchtime.
So you're having a go too, are you? May as well. Everybody else does. At least just hang to me face.
Ah, now we're getting somewhere. Who's been saying what behind your back?
Never you mind, I can fight my own battles.
Marlene, is that what it was about in the dining room?
Backstabbing little bitch. As far as I'm concerned, she's finished.
Oh, now come on.
Now, Myra, I've been like a mother to that kid, and now look what she goes and does to me.
Now, come on, love. Look, I think someone's got the bull by the tail here. Now, you know Marlene's a bit of a joker. Maybe somebody's been misunderstood.
Like hell. I've got it on good authority from a friend. A real friend.
All right, now you listen to me. We have to break that dance record, and we are not going to do it if we're at each other's throats.
Hi. Excuse me. I got a sudden urge to go to the toilet.
Will you please tell me what all that is about?
Buggery if I know. It's been happening since lunchtime, and it's probably something to do with the diet she's on. And let's face it, the food's been really awful since Ray.
I know that, but I don't think
Look, Myra, I think she's going to be okay. Guess what?
What?
Dad brought the signs for the marathon, and they look terrific.
Nice.
Yeah.
What do you got behind your back?
A surprise. You know how we need a mascot for the marathon?
Yeah, so?
Ta-da! It's Willie! He's good enough for the Olympics. He's good enough for us.
Correct spelling, neatly constructed, precise. At least these are literate.
That hardly narrows the field down, Inspector.
All parts of a jigsaw. Now, you quite sure none of the recent releases have threatened you?
Quite sure.
But what about husbands, boyfriends? This first note says something about a loved one.
A loved one lost. I still think it's got something to do with a death of some kind.
So you think it's got something to do with Robert Summit and Beverly Baker? Don't think anybody would be too upset over her death, do you?
No, but we can't think of anyone who'd send that note either.
Yeah. Oh, well, fair enough. Okay, well, I will check these out. In the meantime, I'm putting a 24-hour watch on your residence. Now, if anything else crops up, you let me know, okay?
Thank you, Inspector. What did you think I'd do? Keep it a secret?
Turn right, turn left, touch your knees, touch your toes, and again. Turn right, turn left, touch your knees.
Myra's bending her knees then.
The oldies are allowed to, otherwise they can't reach their toes.
Thank you.
Touch
She
your
wasn't that fast. She'd only just got to bending her knees.
Touch
what's
knees.
going on?
I thought we'd use the smoko for a bit of training. Turn right.
Who's
turn
coaching
left.
this team, me or her?
Oh, you are, love, but a few exercises aren't going to... Come on, join in.
Well, here she is, ladies, the new TV star of Wentworth. No autographs, please. What do you mean?
You've been on the telly, Judy.
Well, I think I've been on the telly. I'm not sure. It all happened so fast.
I think I might have been on it too. I'm not sure, of course, but I took my glasses off just in case. So we'll have to watch the TV news tonight, won't we? So don't make your break too long, okay?
Right.
Good.
Hey, I thought we were all going to be in that, all the TV and everything.
Yeah, so did I. But I mean, there was this amazing PR lady there. She works very fast. TV, reporters. She's even bringing kids in from the deaf school.
What for?
Oh, photos, stuff like that. you know.
Photos, girls, eh? We better start tarting ourselves up. When are we going to meet them?
That's the point, see. They only want me.
Oh, what?
Well, I know it's not your fault, Jude, but that doesn't seem very fair. I mean, everyone's worked so hard.
Yeah, they can get stuffed if they're going to start pulling that sort of caper. I thought this was a team
Now,
effort.
come on. We're doing this for the kids, not to get our photos in the paper.
No. Bobbie is right. I'm going to tell them too. Maybe we all see the kids and they can do the bloody marathon themselves, huh?
Good on you.
Good on you.
Yeah.
Philip! I thought Helen said Mr. Philip.
Sorry, only me.
Oh, it's good to see you. What are you doing here?
Well, apart from being the bearer of good news, I'd like to see Bobbie if it's all right.
Sure. But first of all, you'll have to tell me the news.
Okay. I asked the department if I could come back on a regular basis and counsel the women, and they agreed.
Oh, that's wonderful. New staff member, eh?
Well, not quite. It's all voluntary.
You're joking. You mean they're not paying you?
Look, I don't mind, really. It's sort of a memorial service to Rob Somerton.
Oh, well, that's nice.
What's nice?
Hey, here you were on the telly.
Oh, Meg, I felt awful. I didn't know what to do with my hands.
Sweetie, has he arrived yet?
Who?
Oh, well, obviously he hasn't.
Miss Krantz, if you've invited people here to this prison,
No,
then we have to be
I know.
informed.
I've already had a slap on the wrist from the governor about that, disrupting prison routine. But I can't have a surprise mystery guest if everybody knows who it is. I mean, I want surprised face. Oh, tell me you work here.
Well, yes, in a
Good. Stick around for the photo session, will you? Super.
I may not be able to.
You may as well stay. She never gives up.
I have to take Judy Bryant back to the
Oh,
rec room.
well, Joyce, after you've done that, will you take Bobbie to the visitors' room for me? This way, social worker.
Come on, we're not playing for money or nothing. What's the matter with you?
What about you, Dot? Want to join us in a game of doubles?
God, yeah, one of them noodles would be big enough for a queue.
What do you say?
No, thank you, Myra. Got nothing against you and Bobbie, but I refuse.
God, you're not still on about that, are you? What the hell am I supposed to have done?
Don't come back with me, you little liar.
Now, that is enough. Apologise, Marlene.
All right, I'm sorry. I'll be buggered if I know what for.
Doesn't matter what for. I'm sick and tired of this stupid carry-on.
So am I.
Right. Well, I won't bother you anymore.
Okay, girls, get your tracksuits on. Mrs. Reynolds said that the team can have their photograph taken with some of the kids, huh?
Oh, there.
Don't look so sour.
Oh, just a minute, Bobbie. You've got a visitor, but must get changed first, all right?
Yes, Miss.
Thanks, Jude. They really needed that.
Mrs. Barry told me about you working here. I reckon it's ace.
Thanks. I hope everyone else feels the same way.
Oh, they will. Half of them have got the hots for you anyway. What do you want to see me about?
I've got some news.
Sounds heavy. What's wrong?
Nothing, just the opposite. Hey, have a Vicky. Take two. I went to see your father.
You're joking.
No, Bobbie, he's had to stop and take a good look at himself after your mother died.
Oh, yeah, that'd be real hard to take, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it was. Look, he's not very proud of himself. Well, to cut a long story short, I think he'd like to see you. I think he's sorry for what happened.
Oh, sorry, he hasn't got someone to cook for him while he's out boozing.
No, I don't think so. In fact, I'd say he's given the booze away altogether. Look, death can change people, Bobbie. He's not at all like you said he was. He's taking really good care of Cheryl.
Oh, yeah, who's Cheryl, his new bit?
No, it's your sister.
I haven't got a sister.
Yes, you have. She's 4 years old and she's beautiful.
You mean me mum
Had a baby a year after you left home. Well, what do you say? Will you see them?
What made you think of this idea in the first place?
Well, it wasn't my idea, really. See that blonde girl up there? It was her idea. She thought of the whole thing.
Oh, maybe I'll catch up with her later. Now, what about your grandson? Is there any chance of him showing up today?
No, unfortunately, I only wish there was. Hey, Marlene, come down and talk to this bloke.
Are you kidding? Look how busy I am up here. There you go. If they can stick this stuff away, we're going to need some more.
Yeah, it's green and icky and full of sugar. What do you expect? Come on, I need one over here. Oh, Jude.
Hi. Need a hand?
Yes, please. Hand out biscuits, will you, Jude?
Sure. There you go. Has everybody got a drink now? There. Hey, Judy, I tell you what, that little girl over there, she hasn't joined in a thing all morning.
Oh, why?
Well, I don't know. This Taylor, this little girl.
Her name's Debbie. We're having trouble with her, too.
Hey, Debbie, don't... Would you listen to me? I know she can't hear me.
Don't worry, I'll make the same mistake.
Is everybody right now? Hey, look who's here. I don't believe it.
God,
I don't believe it. Come on, come on. Come on, careful.
Here we are, come on. One at a time. Come up and over, Desmond. Oh, come on, all in. Well, only one at a time, no two.
Only one.
The marathon yourself, are you, Cliff?
I wouldn't mind, but I don't think my wife would be too impressed when we run with all these girls.
Can you help us with our training, Cliffy?
I'd like to, but there's nothing much into it. All you've got to do is do a lot of running and jumping.
Jumping? Jumping? What sort of jumping?
Well, you've got a lot of fences around here. You can jump.
Any advice for the girls, Cliff?
I never came to give them advice. I just think they're doing a terrific job, and I'm very pleased with them.
Thanks, Cliff.
All right, ladies. Mr. Young has decided he'd have a photograph taken with you and the children.
Great. Okay, ladies, let's gather round. Come on.
Quick, come
on, Dot.
One left. No, all gone. Kids, our lot's gone.
Oh, it's all gone. You're going to have your photo. Jojo?
Jude, come over here and bring Debbie for a photo.
Oh, not just yet.
Look! Nathan!
Come on, love. Come and get your photo taken. Come on. Won't hurt you. That's the girl.
Good on you, Cliff. Come on, Judy. Come have your photo taken. Come on, you, Cliff. Come on. Fantastic. Quick.
I don't know how she managed it, but she did. He's still out there. Why don't you go and meet him?
Oh, I'd love to, but I can't. Are you going home to your friendly policeman?
Oh, no. I've still got something I have to do. I want to check on Rebecca Kean.
Well, there's no need to. I just have.
How is she?
She's making a rapid recovery. Sister was going to stay the night with her, but it's not even necessary now.
Good.
She nearly jumped out of her skin when I went into the room. I think she was expecting Joan.
Yes, I'm worried about that. When does Joan's shift finich?
In about half an hour. She should be off once the women are brought in from outside.
Well, that's all right then. I'll see her in the morning and tell her to keep away from Kean, at least while she's in the hospital.
God, you look worn out. Why don't you go home?
No, Meg, I've still got something I have to do.
Well, can't I do it?
Oh, wish you could. I'm not looking forward to this.
What is?
The staff union's dug its heels in over the Dennis Cruikshank business. They won't let their members work with him.
Well, can't the department do something?
It already has. They've told me to put him on suspension.
Okay, fellas, that's all the shots I need. Oh, Steve, I want you to punch up the young social worker angle. You know, dedicated young man advises women on world-breaking run, that sort of thing.
No, I won't agree to that. Well, this whole idea was...
Yes, I'm sure, Phil, but it sounds better. The public are paying your wages. They expect to see results. Oh, and Steve, keep sex out of it. Sex is a definite no-no.
Gotcha.
Bet it is for her, too.
Let me hold him. Pretty please. Give him to me, little bitch.
Oh! Hey, Myra, how about a hand over here?
Okay.
Saved by the bell.
Oh, geez, that doesn't mean everyone has to go in, does it?
Nah, let's wait around till they tell us otherwise.
Get a look at this. I bet you're jealous, eh?
A runner. Ooh,
Have
yeah.
a better look at it, dummy. I got Cliffy to sign it. Cliff Young. Bugger, I wish I'd have thought of that. Hey, chart out.
You'll not hear the bell get inside.
Oh, Miss Ferguson.
Proud of yourself, Miss Ferguson? You're scared her half to death. I suppose children are more fun, are they?
Shut your mouth, Desmond, and get inside. You too, Warren. Mitchell.
Bryant, get inside.
Judy, thanks.
You don't have to thank me. We really enjoyed it.
Bye.
I think those children are just wonderful. They seem to understand every word I said.
Yeah, pity Debbie didn't understand the freak. Scared her to death.
It wouldn't make any difference if she could. The freak could scare anybody.
Hey, has anybody seen Willie? Oh, no, I left him out there. Oh, thanks, Ange. Jeez, I thought I'd lost him there.
Put this in me locker, I'm going to the loo.
Oh, jeez, you scared me, Ange. Do you want a cup of tea?
No, thanks. Rabbit, can I ask a big favour?
Sure can. Go ahead.
Do you mind if I have Willie?
No, there he is.
Oh, thank you. I promise I'll look after him. I'll even bring him to visit.
Hey, just a minute. You don't mean for keeps?
Yeah, didn't you?
No, I thought you just meant for a cuddle. Can't you get someone to bring you one in?
No, I haven't got anyone since my nana died.
Oh, that's right. Gee, it must be rotten being all by yourself.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be if I had Willie. Don't you see? He'd be my friend.
Yes. Well, I'd really love to, Ange, but I can't. You see, my dad gave him to me, and that makes him very special. So, I don't mind if you just want him for a cuddle or something, for a lend, but I can't give him to you. Hey, I've got a great idea. Why don't I get my dad to bring you one in next time he comes for a visit, hey?
Thank you. That'd be very nice.
Kean, wake up. You've got a visitor. Oh, I knew you'd be pleased to see me. Sorry I couldn't get here earlier, but I've been busy.
Touch me and I'll scream. It's a screw outside.
You'll have to make it loud. She's gone for coffee.
Then she knows you're here.
Anything happens to me, she'll know it was you.
Oh, I'm not going to touch you, Kean. Not now. But it'll happen all right because you've caused me a lot of trouble. Now I'm going to cause you a lot of trouble. A hell of a lot. In fact, I doubt you'll even live through it. Sweet dreams.
About all this. It must be dreadfully boring waiting outside the house all night.
Oh, well, it'd be worse if something happened to you. Anyway, I'll be relieved at 10 o'clock. I've checked back and front and everything seems okay. If you'd like to give me the key to the flat, I'll check inside before you go in.
No, thank you. I'm sure you would have noticed if anyone had gone in. Would you like a cup of coffee or something? Sorry, I don't know your name.
Oh, Cargill. Steve Cargill. No, thanks. I'll be right.
Well, I'll leave you to it then. Don't worry, I'll scream if there's anything wrong.
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again. But that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down. But the sun and rain are prisoners too when morning comes around. Last night I dreamed